All right, well, we are in Orlando at the 2023 ARA Show, and I am joined by Dan Cook from Southwest JCB. Welcome.
Thanks. Good to see you again and be with you again, Mark.
And the key word is again, so you are actually a returning guest. So you should be an expert now at this podcast.
Yes, it's exciting to be back, and it's cool to see your setup continues to expand. And I'm looking forward to talking about something new with you. Honored to be a returning guest, so thank you for having me.
Very good. Maybe you just want to give a bit of a rundown on who Southwest JCB is.
Yeah, absolutely. So Southwest JCB is a JCB branded or flagship dealer. It's privately owned, and we operate in 4 key states: Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Southern Nevada. And we go to market with the dealer model to service and support the JCB product. We also carry a Dynapack line, and then there's a variety of small tools, Milwaukee drills, concrete supplies. But the cool thing I think about what we do is we don't just work on the JCB branded equipment that we sell. We get into supporting a lot of large national account factory direct customers with any of their fleets. So JLG and Genie man lifts, other brands of telehandlers. There are dealer networks for other competitive pieces with the JCB line. So we don't see as many John Deere backhoes as an example, but our team of skilled trades at each of those facilities are pretty well versed in resolving technical problems, service calls, machine breakdowns, etc., with pretty much anything that a rental company would have and operate in their fleet, and therefore by extension the end users that own and operate their own equipment. We service and support those just the same.
So maybe to break it down simply, because there's guaranteed there's someone out there that goes, what is a dealer? So when you say you're a JCB dealer, what does it actually mean?
So the flagship brand is JCB, and different than the factory, we don't manufacture any of the machines. We have to buy them from the factory, from JCB North America, and then we carry that cost of inventory in our attempt to sell the machines to the end user. Being a dealer really means that we get to be the advocate for the customer. So if there are warranty issues or if there are improvements that the customer would like to see in the machine or form factor changes, we are one of the many conduits to funnel that feedback up to JCB North America to drive continuous improvement within the product, to provide guidance on what level of service and support that we need to offer to the end user, and just really be the go-between to form that local relationship with the end user buyers of these machines.
And is there a deep penetration into the rental market specifically?
There is. JCB has done an awesome job of capturing market share within the North American major rental markets. United Rentals, Sunbelt Rentals, Equipment Share, H&E Equipment, even Sun State Equipment, all are household names within the rental industry, and they all utilize their factory direct relationship to source various machines and product lines from JCB North America. Our role really comes in to process warranty repairs for those teams, to be the deeper dive subject matter expert in the service and repairs of those machines when they're out of warranty, be the local parts distribution arm of the business. They still have the option to buy their parts from JCB North America. However, with our footprint in 4 major cities, covering 4 major markets, there's a source of immediate availability. And in the rental industry, it's oftentimes a very fast-paced, I need it as soon as possible type of a service response. So with our network, we're able to serve those customers through the parts, warranty, and service side of the business.
And then the parts side must be a massive component to your business here, because people want to buy parts for their own machines. They might want to get some servicing done. You obviously have your own techs that are doing things. How much of the parts area is like a key focus for the business?
It's a huge focus, and it's an area that it's one of the departments that I'm tasked with overseeing and driving efficiencies and driving the right inventory onto the shelves. JCB North America provides a substantial amount of information about our order history from JCB North America. We, of course, have our own sales history to the end user customer, and that's one of the key things to make a dealership profitable is to blend those 2 sources of data, understand what's moving, what's not moving, what's your machine park look like in the area you cover so you have the right components on the shelf, whether it's consumed through the service department that we repair and install a component, or it's sold over the counter to the end user.
And then from a product standpoint, like what's the breadth of machinery that JCB or Southwest JCB provides?
Absolutely. No, I think it's a great product breadth, as you put it, right? It's an offering that allows us to sell almost anything to any type of a customer. So there's an aerial access line with electric scissor lifts and some engine-driven boom lifts. There's a full suite of compact equipment between compact track skid steers, compact wheeled skid steers, compact excavation equipment, compact telehandlers. Then you get into the full-size telehandlers, and JCB manufactures the best telehandler on the market. I can say that pretty comfortably and confidently with my time at a rental company, and JCBs were just bulletproof in that product line. So a full range of telehandlers, and then we start getting into larger excavation equipment. There's a variety of backhoe sizes, makes and models. We get into steel-tracked, traditional excavation equipment. And the one I'm probably most excited about is the power generation space, because that's my background primarily. So 5 unit sizes within the power generation space, ranging from a 56 kW up to a 500 kW. And then the dealership itself also gets into the Dynapack compaction line. Paving and asphalt contractors and scopes of work that utilize that is it's a big bolt-on addition for us. And like I mentioned, there's some construction supplies and hand tools. And we also represent I believe it's pronounced LG compressor line. I'm not familiar with it. It's new to the dealership. So I do have some learning to do there, but being able to offer towable, portable air compressors of a variety of sizes really gives us an ability to sink our teeth into any potential need that a customer would have.
So with those product lines that you just spoke about, is there any add-ons that you provide over the top of that?
So one of the cool features that you might call an add-on is our LiveLink service offered on the JCB machines. And LiveLinks is essentially a telematics suite. It's the hardware, the software, the customer portal, and it comes standard with the JCB product line. And it also, when you buy a machine from us, it comes with a 3-year subscription. So what this allows both us as the internal user and the third-party contractor or customer as the external user, what it allows us to do is see the operating conditions of that machine. Things as simple as fuel level, battery voltage, engine performance parameters. So we can remotely recognize when there's a deficient condition that needs attention. It also provides a much deeper dive into, for example, on a generator, what the current is on each of the legs of the output of the power supply. It allows us to read diagnostic trouble codes. So if we have a machine that goes down, we can see why it went down from a DTC standpoint. It's a really cool tool that can save customers money. So one way it can do that is if they have a generator that's in service over a weekend at an unmanned site because they're just not working and the generator shuts down, it can notify both the dealership and the customer that the generator went down. With LiveLink, we can also see, did somebody push the e-stop? Did it run out of fuel? Or did it have a mechanical breakdown? So we can then communicate with the customer. If somebody pushes the e-stop or ran out of fuel, you don't necessarily need to contact the dealer to go out on a weekend to try to resolve that. Save money on service. But if there's a diagnostic trouble code, then you can make a decision on, do we need to go out there and respond to that, or does the customer just want to wait till Monday? So it facilitates the exchange of value-added information that otherwise you can't get unless you are at the generator. It allows for remote access.
And potentially give the technician the right parts.
Correct.
When they go out as well.
Correct. We can see if a battery has stopped taking charge over time, for example. So if they do ask us to go out and perform that work, we know we need to bring a battery with them, with the service technician.
And so with those product lines, you mentioned the word electric. So what other electric lines do you currently have within JCB?
Yeah, it's a really cool thing to talk about. So JCB has the E-Tech line, and within that product family, there are the electric aerial access platforms, but that's not necessarily the innovative side of introducing battery technology into these machines. That technology has been around for a while. We have a compact mini excavator, a 19C, which is a first to the market. It's a really awesome machine that we can use in indoor things like select demolition applications, underground applications, where emissions just become a big component of something to have to manage. There is an electric site dumper. I think about it like a tracked Georgia buggy that works off of batteries. So it allows, again, if you're doing concrete work inside and you don't want to have a gas engine running inside the building to deal with the fumes, the electric option allows you to operate that machine indoors. There's a compact electric telehandler, a 50520. So it's a great 5,000 pound capacity electric forklift, operates rough terrain. One of the inherent benefits of the electric machines is they are significantly quieter, so there's a component to safety that goes into an electric machine. You don't have to deal with the excessive noise that comes with a diesel or a gasoline engine. And of course, there's the environmental benefit. If we cannot burn fossil fuels through the engines, then we're incrementally reducing the carbon footprint within the construction industry and equipment operation space.
Love it. Well, Dan, thank you for coming on the Rental Journal podcast again.
Mark, thank you so much for having me. It's wonderful to see you here at ARA in Orlando, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the show has in store for us both.